The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Wentz now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, whoa. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Hey, exit.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Watch the pass.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
On second and 12, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
5'9", 5'9".
From the gun, it's Wentz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Hayward. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
26 Mike.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a a after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run on 1st down. White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Wentz going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Push him back. Push him back.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch out. Take both of them.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's checking.
Trying the right side with Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
26 Mike.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
26 Mike. 74.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, Alpha.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
26 Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Block 80.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Black.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bend to throw again. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You don't want it. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's all right.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. 280. Coming to you. Joker. Great.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Steelers 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
At the 35-yard line.
Pac-Man. 180.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Chopper! Here. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now on second and 16. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Go. 180.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's White. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the eye.
They go with Howard again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
55, come on, guys, 55.
Wentz now on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin Bush charging hard from that linebacker spot. And he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wentz now to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Alert, alert.
Check, check. Lucky.
On first down, it's White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up third down and 1.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike 55, Mike.
Here, shift. Go.
We own them.
Here, shift.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here, shift.
Eat.
Come off the ball.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Choose it. Go.
All day, just like that. 55's my guy, 55.
Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 26 Mike. Watch the curve.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check.
Hey, alert.
57.
Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Black 30.
53. Mike.
Here we go. These two. Focus.
Switch.
77.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and some coaches